I believe the best way out of a difficulty is to go through it. It's a great way to build self-belief, and I love the sense of reward once you're through. This is why I love the sport of mountain running. It's difficult, but it's rewarding. My favourite run is a mountain run called the Goat, which is an alpine adventure race up Mount Tongariro. Well, 18 months ago, I faced my biggest mountain when I learned I had head and neck cancer. It was in my lymph in my neck, through my jaw and in my tongue. I learned from my head surgeon, Professor Sweetan, that he would cut out half my tongue and replace it with a muscle from my left forearm. He said to me that day, "Life's a bugger, but we're going for cure." And at that moment, I didn't just have hope, I had belief. In fact, I had so much belief that the evening before my surgery, I called the race director of my favourite run, the Goat, and asked him to enter me in the next race in 6 months' time. I told him I'd see him at the start line. Well, the next day I had an 8-hour surgery, followed by 2 days in intensive care. And when I woke, I couldn't speak, but I could write. And I wrote this note to my mum. In fact, I discovered that over the next few weeks lying in hospital that I liked writing almost as much as I liked speaking. And I filled up book after book after book, writing and communicating to my doctors, my nurses, my friends and family as they'd visit me in hospital. Things improved. At this time I was breathing through a tube in my neck. And after a while I was taught to place a finger over that hole so I could produce a noise. And my first word was, "Hello." I then went on for 7 weeks of radiation treatment. Radiation is like getting fried. It's not very good for your voice, so my speech deteriorated again, and I needed more help. And I had dedicated, expert help from a speech therapist, followed by a voice therapist, and over 3 months they gave me exercises and drills that improved my articulation and voice and my confidence. So this for me was really the true mountain, the power of speech. And after 3 months of that help, I climbed that mountain when I gave a speech at the National War Memorial as part of the official Anzac Day commemorations to 100 people, including the heads of Navy, Army, and Minister of the Crown. And I gave that speech as head judge of a national speech contest. And my speech was about the power of speech and how to be a great speaker. So I believe that that day I climbed a mountain. But, did I climb the other mountain? Well, I'd had 7 weeks of radiation, and that meant 6 weeks of not eating, and I had 4 weeks not drinking water. So I did my feeding through a stomach tube. So I did my training with that stomach tube taped to the inside of my shirt. And I made the start line and the finish line. And it wasn't my fastest race, but it was my best race. Every now and then I go back to see my head surgeon, Professor Swee Tan. Now Swee is like the Jedi Master of surgery. He's got the expert skill and he's got the expert wisdom. One day I asked him, "What do I need to do to improve my chances?" And he said to me, "You need to do 2 things. 1, you have run a marathon, but keep looking forward. And 2, enjoy life." Thank you.